Get that ass bent.
The toxic losers who I said are just wastes of everyone's time are speaking up on Kick, and they can all enjoy their nice big bands right now. They can all get fucked. Here you go. Got a few. I'll get more later. Don't worry. Okay. Sidious thinks that the lengthy games fall off because they're getting stretched out into too many parts. Perhaps doing entire days of the same game would work. But again, I understand what you're saying, Sidious. But number one, not everyone can sit here an entire day watching a stream. You have to understand that. Who has an entire free day to watch me play one game all day? In addition, if I do that, I will basically turn off the variety audience that I have. I have a variety audience. People tune in for different games at different times. Someone might stick around for Blueprints but not care about Minecraft. Someone might be here for Minecraft but not care about fighting games on Friday. You see what I'm saying? I can't just keep playing the same games nonstop. Reno Hart says maybe people went on vacation for Memorial Day. Those kind of things, as much as you might want to try to use those as justifications, they've always been red herring excuses. There is no, oh, there's a holiday. Oh, people are broke right now. It's bullshit. If that were the case, the entire industry would fall apart. Do you understand? No one would be able to stream. No one would make any money. That's just, it's nonsense. There's no, oh, well, because don't you know that people were waiting for their tax breaks to come in and then they're going to support you? That's not bullshit. People have money to support what they like, and they will. There's got to be a correlation that's not, oh, just it's a holiday or something. That's nonsense. Because then you're telling me, oh, every single streamer can't make any money this week because it was Memorial Day. That sounds like bullshit to me. Well, thanks, Hyperfixate, for a $2 super chat. I'm definitely not reading what you just said, but I appreciate the support. Well, let's see. We got a tip here, but I don't know. Let's take a look. What is going on with my screen here? Stop that. It's annoying me. So a $2 tipper says, a lot of these guys are conditioned watching This Is How You Don't Play. And so if you show a smidgen of competency in a game, they say your gameplay sucks. You could see it in the chat when you play fighting games and you're going on a winning streak. Suddenly, LARPers are asking you to go back to Street Fighter 6 when you're playing this new collection. You're right. Why do they want Street Fighter 6? Because I don't like it, because I find it boring, and because I don't spend enough time on it to beat up the scrubs. When I'm playing this new collection and I'm actually doing well, oh, that's horrible. That's boring. No, it's not boring. I'm doing well, and you're just a loser. Okay? You don't like the fact that I'm good at games. Okay? Face it. I'm actually good at some games. Okay? Not all of them. Most of them I do suck at. Old school fighting games, I'm really good at. Some modern games, clear obscure, I'm actually really good at it. The parrying, I've done exceptionally well. I beat a level 70 dungeon when I went in at like level 30. Okay? I'm actually good at the game. Too bad that you can't accept that. Doom the Dark Ages, I actually did not suck at. Now, I'm not saying I was good at it, because I wasn't. But I actually did not suck at that game. It doesn't matter how many mouth-drooling idiots watched a meme on the internet thinking that, because they're mouth-drooling idiots, I'm actually not bad at Doom the Dark Ages. It doesn't matter what your meme is and what your narrative is that you push. You're still fucking wrong. It doesn't matter how many idiotic, cackling morons are around you. You're still wrong. And the smart people look at you from the outside and say, wow, the masses really are getting dumber by the fucking day. I'm not actually bad at every game. There's nothing that you can do about it. Kiss my ass. Thanks for the $2 tip, whoever that was, because it was anonymous. So really what we need to figure out, because this is me being pretty transparent here, is what to do, man. I don't know what to do about these lengthy playthroughs. What do I do about Clear Obscure right now? What do I do about Blueprints right now? Right now, I have a Blueprint stream right now we're doing no matter what. And we've got a Clear Obscure stream I'm doing tomorrow no matter what. Outside of that, I literally don't know what else to do moving forward. I want to continue to play and finish these games. But I also can't be like, oh, time to play Clear Obscure, so time to make $5 an hour today. Because people are burnt out on it. You know, if you guys literally said to me right now, play Clear Obscure, just finish the story, I would do it. Because I don't want the playthrough to die. But at the same time, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get significantly less enjoyment out of doing that. I feel like I want to do the content in the game. And I'm missing out on a representation of what that game is meant to be if I don't do this content that is opened up in front of me. But people are saying they're bored, just beat the story. I don't know. I mean, that would make me sad, but I would do what you guys want. All right? Because I am, to be honest, I'm beholden to the viewer. I have to do what you guys want. I can't just sit here like a fool and do what I want all day, every day. I'll go out of business. I have to listen to feedback from the viewers and do what they ask for. Okay? Princess Luna, as much as I would like to do that, it's not possible. Princess Luna says, do you consider finishing games off stream, uploading them as separate videos, and then finishing other games on stream? I would have to clone myself. I'm here in this office around 10:30 a.m. every day till about 4:30 p.m. Then I get about an hour to an hour and a half break, which is me eating and doing errands and spending some time with my wife. I'm back in this office by 6:30, and I don't get to leave until after 10:30. Then I spend an hour with my wife, and I go to bed. That's my day. I don't have endless extra hours to do offline gameplay content and do offline series plus streaming online series. I can't. I would have to have a team of people working for me to pull that off, and I don't. I'm a one-man show. I always have been. That's some of the appeal of what I do, is because I'm not sold out. I'm not corporate. I don't treat this like I put on a fucking suit and tie to pump out this highly polished content. It's just a dude enjoying games, right? So I don't think that your suggestion is off kilter or crazy or ill-spirited at all. Don't take it like that. I'm just saying that's just not viable. Either I'm a full-time interactive streamer or I'm an offline YouTuber. I can't be both. I can't clone myself to have, oh, I play Clear Obscure offline and upload many hours of footage of that a day, plus I'm doing 6 to 8 hours of streaming a day. I can't do it. You know, I'll be honest, I am exhausted with the level that I work. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to take extra time off to spend with my wife. We want to take an extra day off in the next few weeks, and we don't even know when we can do it. Can't do it this week because of Night Rain. Can't do it next week because you got both the launch of the Switch 2 and you've got Summer Game Fest. Don't even know if we can do it the week after. I don't know. It's like frustrating right now, you know? So I don't think that's the solution. But my content is streamed content. Get it? Right? Okay. Here's a game that I started playing it. I was intrigued. It's one of the weirdest games, right, that I've ever played. But after a while, all the interest waned, and I was like, it ain't going to work anymore, right? So just don't play it anymore. Oh, how dare you? How dare you quit a game? Just another rage quit, another wage quit. What's hilarious is that there are tons of game streamers out there who literally will play a game once or twice to see if it catches on. If it catches on and people like it and support it, they'll keep playing it. If it doesn't get, you know, any kind of attention or support within 1 or 2 streams, they dump it, and that's their methodology, and no one cares. Everyone's like, that's fine. That makes sense. But to me, oh, wage quit. What a horrible thing. What are you talking about? Any business that tries something new has a new offering to the customers. If the customers don't actually catch on and buy it or want it, they stop offering it. Right? If you have a sandwich shop and you sell Philly cheesesteaks, but you decide now you're going to have the chicken cheesesteak as well, if it doesn't sell within 2 weeks, do you just keep buying the chicken even though you're not selling it? Or do you say, all right, I'll just go back to focusing on the Philly cheesesteaks? You know, that's business. But people are dumb and they want to turn it into toxic stuff. I do believe that moving forward, I can't just commit to fully finishing every single game I play. On the flip side of that, okay, there are games like, for example, here we go, Clair Obscur Blueprints. They did well at first. Absolutely they did. I love them. And now we've invested so much time in them. I don't want to give them up. But again, I can't continue to say, hey, well, now I have 2-3 games in the rotation that are 30 hours long, and now no one's showing up and is supporting them. So what do I do? Inichiro says, personally, I don't mind lengthy playthroughs, but my opinion matters little because I am newer here. Definitely try and play something you might enjoy, though. Don't be afraid to drop stuff. Okay, thank you. You hear it's the actual opposite. You hear says that's the issue. Instead of seeing yourself as a streamer, sounds like you see yourself as a business person, and it makes it seem like you don't have passion anymore. No, the problem is I have so much passion that I haven't sold out, so I don't have to worry about this shit anymore. Okay? Why are there content creators much bigger than me that don't have to worry about this? Because they have 4,000 sponsors, because they shill crap, products, games that are garbage, but they tell you to buy them. There's ads all over their shit. Click here for the referral code. Click here to buy this piece of fucking trash, right? Or they've completely become nonsensical, very toxic content creators that are only there for drama and sensationalist purposes. So they get the drama views and bait, so they don't have to worry about, actually getting views and support for a playthrough, because they're so busy, ragging on people and hurting things all around them, burning everything scorched earth. Doesn't matter. They're just so super popular and make tons of money anyway. I'm not like any of that. Literally, I don't do drama and I don't chill. I don't do the two things that actually takes the soul away from a content creator. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why you see me actually bothered by this. Okay? Another creator will be like, oh, fuck it. Just drop the game. Don't give a shit about it. Right? We'll just go on to whatever's going to print me more money today. On to the next sponsored stream. On to the next paid thing. On to the next, oh, man, my playthrough didn't do well yesterday. Let's do a big drama video today. Let's rip someone apart. Let's do some kind of big expose. Let's just who cares who I hurt? As long as I print money today, that's all I care about. That's not me. And that's never going to be me. I'm not that kind of person. So it's literally the opposite of what you're saying. The reason that it comes across the way that you're saying is because I have a peanut gallery of toxic losers who spin it that way because they're very jealous of me and they don't like me and they don't want me to succeed. So they have to push it as a negative narrative. I could easily have done all those other things to be above the level of, gotta worry if a playthrough does well. I could have done all of them, and I would have lost my soul along the way. I wouldn't have had the passion. I wouldn't have had the ingenuity. I wouldn't have had the honesty that I have in my content. I would have had to kiss butt. Yeah, I mean, listen, right now, because Zangief just said this over in the Kick Chat. He's talking about the FGC stuff, right? Why is Darkside Phil the only person who has issue with rollback netcode? I'm not. I'm just the only person who has an audience who actually complains about the rollback netcode. I'm the only person who, now it's not an overly positive audience, but I still have an echo chamber. So when I say rollback netcode sucks, and the canons literally ruined the capacity for online play for fighting games because people are too ignorant to know rollback sucks. When I say that, it resonates with a huge group of people, but they're not the people who are in positions of power in the FGC. Get it? They're not. The people who are in the positions of power can't say rollback sucks because that means all the content they make is null and void and worthless. So they'll never admit it. But I can tell you right now, there are people in the FGC who hate rollback just as much as me. They just don't have that soapbox to stand on for people who listen to them. Let me tell you something. If you're playing a fighting game and you kick someone and it says KO, and then the round continues. So you hit them with a fireball, and the game says KO, but the round continues. So then you hit them with an uppercut, and finally they die on the third hit. That game is a piece of shit, and the netcode is completely worthless. There is not a single person in the fighting game community who will ever dispute that behind closed doors, but publicly they will. But behind closed doors, they will all say, that is awful. They would all watch my match from the other day where I had to kill the person 3 fucking times to win the round and say, that's some of the worst I've ever seen in my life. Wow, that's just embarrassing. But they'll never say that publicly. Because I am not a sellout or a shill, I am able to be honest with you. You get it? That's why I stand apart. Why do you think I'm still here after 15 plus years while others have faded out into obscurity? Why do you think? Because I'm different. Because I have not fell in line with all the other crap. I refuse to. Anyway. All right. So again, what we really need to figure out here is, what do I do about these lengthy playthroughs? First of all, today we're playing Blueprints. We're going to make great progress again, I feel like. Every time we've played Blueprints, we're finding a sanctum key. We're solving one of the big mysteries of the game, right? At this point, what we have to focus in on is basically finding the last 5 keys, the last 5 sanctum doors. Then we need to get all the history in line so that we can solve the puzzles behind those doors. And then we're good. I think that's the end of the game. And we're getting closer every single stream. Sorry, I got distracted by something in the chat there. So, will people stick around for Blueprints? Will you engage and support with Blueprints here in its final hours? We're nearing the end of the game. Someone actually said, does it have a definitive ending? It actually does. If you open all 8 doors and you solve the puzzles, you get the true ending of the game, from what I'm to understand. But we're getting there. We've solved one of them. We're solving more, We're going to get to that eventually. But we have to figure it out. So, will people show up and stick around for today? No, Big Dave's Emporium, I see there's an issue. I'm trying to figure out what the thing is to do to fix it, because no one's really right now coming up with the big solution. You tell me to be like other streamers, but the reason other streamers are able to do it differently is because they don't do what I do. They're not streaming like I am. They're not me. They're certainly not in the position I am. If they have all these supplemental incomes, like they're getting promotional money for playing the game early because they're working with a publisher, or they're getting insane amounts of ad revenue because they have 40 times my viewership, then it makes sense to just play that game for 4, 5, 6 days straight till you beat it. I can't do that. There you go. See, Sidious, thank you. Here's what Sidious just said, and I think that this is good. If the problem seems to only be with lengthy RPGs, it's not. It's just lengthy games in general. It's not even lengthy RPGs. It's just lengthy games. It just happens to be RPGs are some of the lengthiest, okay? You have 2 choices. Cut them out completely or approach them in a unique and different way. Fair enough. I have presented the fact that, these lengthy games aren't working the way that we're doing them. The support does drop off, and that we need to change. The thing is, I don't know what to change yet. That's what I'm appealing to you to ask. And it can't be just play the game for 2 weeks straight, because if I do that, I will go out of business. I'm known as a variety streamer. That's the model that I've made success with. I can't just change my entire business model for certain styles of games. It won't work. Right now, if I said, all right, we're just going to play Clair Obscur for a week straight to finish it, you're not playing Night Rain. You're not going to be playing the Switch 2 when it comes out. What about, you're not covering any of that? Well, no, we got to finish Clair Obscur. See? Big Boss, Boss Big, I don't know why you're bringing this up now, but yes, I had a sausage roll when we had those meat pies for DSP tries a month or 2 ago, and they were good.